I was born with the lack of enamel on the teeth. By 28, the only option was losing all of my teeth and having to be in a denture my whole life.
The genetic disorder is actually quite uncommon. Most dentists will probably never see a single case in their entire career.
And I had a bone marrow transplant. The teeth were compromised, and I only have like 7 teeth up top. I really need my smile to be fixed.
There's a lot of stakes that we're up against.
Every implant you place was like threading a needle.
This is what we call in surgery a blind shot. We can't actually see the target.
There is a level of pressure to make sure that the implants are put in the right position, because if we don't do that, the patient does not leave with teeth.
Here at FIXT, we really thrive on changing people's lives.
Any problem can be fixed.
Oh, I didn't even see that car.
Whoa! These are work shoes, yeah. And they were on sale, so I just bought them. Inner office fashion is very important. I want us all to look good.
Listen, Jenny and Jason are the bosses, but when it comes to the vibe of the whole place, hey, the real boss is Jenny.
Mondays, we wear the bodysuits. Tuesdays, we wear the jumpsuits. Wednesdays, we wear pink. You are not allowed to wear patterns here.
Jenny makes all the decisions. Jason sits there and supports it and goes where he's supposed to.
I want us all to look nice and uniformed and classy. Yeah. So Heather's in today, finally. It's been a long time coming.
It's a very interesting case with the family here. Genetic disorder, dentinogenesis imperfecta. The genetic disorder is actually quite uncommon. About 1 in every 8 to 10,000 people in the US may be diagnosed with DI. And in fact, most dentists will probably never see a single case in their entire career. And we've been treating this family, all 3 of them, for well over 10 years now.
Yeah, it's finally time for mom.
Babe, did you want a snack?
Do we have almonds?
We do. I don't want those though because I can't chew those.
Oh, that's right.
My name is Heather, and I'm a marriage and family therapist. I've been married for 27 years to my husband, Jonathan, and we have 2 daughters, Juliana and Jaden. My husband, he's the calm when I start to freak out about me having this disease and the girls having this disease. The diagnosis is dentinogenesis imperfecta, also known as DI. It's the lack of enamel on the teeth. So the teeth wear down and there's no way to prevent it. They tried to do all kinds of things to just make the teeth last as long as they can. And then by 28, it was just not working. And that was when I just had to go ahead and say, okay, just take them. Losing all of my teeth and having to be in a denture my whole life. That was the only option at the time. So obviously, full mouth implants are a lot of hope. I live in North Carolina. Dr. Tubal and FIXT know our whole history, our whole story. We have traveled for that because I know that he'll get it right.
You've put the kids first, especially with their dental work. What are your thoughts on it being about you now?
It is my turn. It is.
Yeah, you deserve it.
And I'm glad they'll be there for it.
Sure.
As well. Hello.
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 How are you?
How are you guys?
Good.
Heather and the girls, I just love them. Initially, it started out with just the girls. They were tiny little pipsqueaks when we first met them. And now Julie has a baby and Jaden's in college and it's so surreal. How was the trip up?
Tiring, but good.
Yeah.
So Jaden, how do you feel being on opposite end?
I think me and my sister were like, no, do it. Like, you deserve it. I mean, you sat there and made us feel so confident that we just wanted, for her to feel that way.
It means a lot to you to be here with Mom.
Yeah, I have struggled some days just waking up knowing that she could talk me through it and she could, say that this is normal, that it's okay, you're still beautiful. And she's just been able to explain it in a way that was it's okay, I've done this, I'm here for you. And
she already walked that road.
Yeah.
The guilt is there still a little bit about bringing the gene, but also I think the thing that alleviated that the most was my oldest had her first baby and her saying, well, it's not going to stop me from having a kid. I wouldn't want you to not have us. And that helps with the guilt.
She's a great mom and she cares about her daughters, and I'm just happy that she actually is doing the implants and isn't staying in dentures forever.
David Adams, and I've been in the real estate industry for over 30 years. Born and raised in Boston. All the time, growing up, I'd get nosebleeds on a daily basis. After a couple of years, they figured out it was aplastic anemia. Aplastic anemia is my bone marrow wasn't making any blood cells. So because my counts were low, immune system was shot. The doctor said if I would have fell, I probably would have died. But I kept going, I kept clowning and doing the things a normal 14, 15-year-old kid would do. And that would get me back in the hospital for a little while, and then the cycle would start all over. First, I thought there was gonna be no hope. Just gonna have to live the rest of my life like this. And I had a bone marrow transplant. The teeth were compromised, so they started pulling them out. I'm in no pain at all. It's just that I'm missing teeth. I only have 7 teeth up top. This is the end of the journey. Having my mouth being at 100%, I can't even put it in words.
Looking at your denture here, it's fairly well made, but all of this on the roof, this is all gonna be gone. My big question for you is on Friday, do you want me to throw this out or do you want to throw it out when you wake up? You want me to just get rid of it? You just disappear this thing. You got it. A denture is something you have to take that out every single night. It's a prosthesis. For the last 200 years, dentures were the best you're going to get. One of the challenges about Heather's treatment here is there's a lot of atrophy that's happened because she's worn a denture for so many years. And so all of this has contributed to thinner and thinner bone. Now that we have implants at our disposal, we have much better options, something that's going to feel more natural. We have really our 2 main pathways, one which are shorter implants, which are really focused here in the front. And then our sort of plan B or C is that if this bone doesn't behave well enough for us, we're already prepared to bring those zygomatic implants, which actually go up to the cheekbones here.
Zygomatic implants are great implants. They're a little more invasive than the conventional dental implant. We try to avoid them when we can. But if the anatomy doesn't allow for a conventional implant, then we just place the zygomatic implant.
This is not a procedure that somebody just goes in and tries without very advanced training. Well, you're in the right place, no matter which direction we have to go here for sure.
The biggest concern going into Friday's surgery is what if it fails or what if it goes bad? I'm reserved from years of worrying about my smile, and so that will change.
I do have David, who's coming in. He's had a lot of dentistry that's failed. Most importantly, right now, he's got an implant at number 8 that's failed. It was placed, and now we have to take it out because it didn't integrate.
So the risks are a little bit higher with a case like this.
He's nervous, of course, very nervous.
Well, good news is we're not.
No, I know.
David has an amazing story. Back when he was a teenager, was diagnosed with a form of a blood cancer, has gone through a lifetime of treatments. He's been through the ringer with his entire body. And the lowest priority along the way has been David's teeth.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Tell me a little bit about what brings you here in the first place.
I had a bone marrow transplant 10 years ago, and everything's been great. So I said, now it's time to get the teeth back together because I went to several dentists and still got no results. And I just felt like that, I don't know, I was almost giving up hope. And the commercial came on.
Permanent teeth on implants, teeth in a day, is the most complex procedure in dentistry. But our team makes it look easy.
I called and I hung up and they called me back. Probably about 2 years ago, I called a couple of dentist offices, but no one ever really did anything to fix it. And then from the day that I walked through the door, when the receptionist, she called me by my name, I was like, you know me?
Yeah, that's neat.
That was it. I knew I was in a good place.
We're happy you're here. You're in the right place. My understanding is that these are all solvable problems. We're probably looking at implant replacement for the top. You know, we have a missing tooth on the bottom. It sounds like we have healthier, happier teeth on the bottom that we can save and work with most of them. So we're gonna come up with a simpler solution for a single tooth replacement down there.
I always said, let the professionals do what they do. And you guys are definitely true professionals. I'm all in. I've been without all my teeth for about 15 years. And I think that even eating with a full set of teeth would probably, well, I don't even know what that would feel like. I'm excited.
Heather, are you excited? Yeah. Yeah? You girls excited for Mom too?
Yeah.
Today's the day for Heather, and I'm over the moon excited because I know it's going to be big for her.
I was thinking about not having my dentures anymore this morning, and I was like, do I even need to brush them today?
We'll take good care of her, don't worry.
No, I'm really looking forward to not having to take care of them, and I threw away my little container at home before I even left. I'm ready.
It's gonna be a good day. Nice and sleepy.
Yeah.
We'll wake you up when you have a beautiful smile.
Good news.
Today with Heather, we're going to be placing her implants. She's going to get 6 implants on the top and 4 implants on the bottom, and she will be leaving today with temporary fixed bridges.
I mean, I got them, but...
Yeah, we got some.
Well, I did most of the work. Now you're just gonna come in and shoot, shoot, shoot.
You do most of the work, I take most of the credit. Heather has very, very thin bone. There's a lot of atrophy that's happened because she's worn a denture for so many years. It's not necessarily weaker bone, but it's a smaller and smaller target that we need to actually insert that implant into.
You can't deviate by, a 1/10 of a millimeter. There's literally only one spot that it could go.
What I'm saying is if I drive this in, can I get deeper than that?
You'll bottom out because it's being held by the crestal bone. So if you count this thing, you're going to lose that crestal bone.
That's why I want to make sure. I want to know that that apex is actually landed into something that's prepared.
Sure. We have to expedite the process a little bit because we don't want the patient under anesthesia for too long. I think we handle that stress pretty well, but there's a lot of stakes that we're up against.
You never know until you're in there, how is the bone going to behave and perform. I know that you've been working with Dr. Brady so far, who's amazing, right?
The magic hands.
Magic hands, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Today is the day of my surgery, and I am god-awful nervous. This is probably one of the biggest things that I've ever had to do. I've definitely waited over 40 years for the smile, and today is the day.
This is the most complicated thing that we can do in dentistry, and we're gonna do it all in a day. And we're gonna get you to that finish line, and we're gonna help you clear it fast.
Wow. I don't even know what to say, but thank you.
Today, David's getting all of his top teeth taken out. He's gonna see Dr. Litwin for that. And then Dr. Brady is gonna replace a missing tooth on the bottom. And then Dr. Tubo is gonna make the bridge for him. So David's really getting everybody today.
For the most part, you're gonna sleep, take a nice long nap, wake up with a dashing smile.
Just like that.
Just like that. Today for David, we're going to remove the remaining upper 7 teeth and the implant in the front tooth that he's had. We are going to place 6 implants, and he is going to leave today with a 3D printed fixed bridge.
The expression is like pulling teeth, right? Like that. It's for a reason, that expression.
If you're designing a fixed bridge and you've got a couple healthy teeth in the way, that's ultimately like designing a brand new freeway and leaving a couple trees in the way. They're not contributing to the overall goal of what we want to accomplish for David, so they are sacrificed in the process.
David has an implant that was placed years ago. Right now, that implant is not a great implant to trust building a bridge off of, so we'll be removing that implant today.
In David's case, the pterygoid bone for him is a very small target. And the reason why this is so technically demanding and challenging is this is what we call in surgery a blind shot. We can't actually see the target. You feel spinny? What does your torque feel like on there? You feel like that's going to spin.
Yes.
Is it damaged? So as we're driving that in, we're not feeling that implant get tight, and we're feeling that perhaps the target's missed and it feels like it's spinning.
There is a level of pressure to make sure that the implants are put in the right position, because if we don't do that, the patient does not leave with teeth.
Are you gonna get tissue over that?
100%
Yeah.
But look at the mesial aspect.
Gotcha.
Having gone through the same process, I feel like I know like she's gonna be okay. I'm really glad that she's gotten to have the opportunity to have the smile that she wants.
What do you think about doing a Zygo on the left here?
I'm not thinking about the left there.
We have 5 great implants that are placed and in. Could we add a 6th implant that would be a zygomatic implant? Sure.
You feel like we have enough to load on what we have right now?
If you load on the pterygoid, load on midline here and keep this light, and these are all rock solid.
So, getting into it, we got a little too close to the sinus on one side, but, we weren't able to get the 6th one in. So we ended up with 5 implants on the top instead. 4 is really the classical way of doing it. So I still consider that a huge success.
So we're gonna save the zygomatics for Plan C.
Plan C, when everything heals up and
40 years from now.
yeah, which is an old lady.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we have a
Laser beam
special
implants.
laser beam that'll just throw an implant in there, right?
It's your favorite line.
I think Heather's gonna recover very well. I think she'll have those implants for decades, and I'm happy with the outcome, despite it being as complex as it was.
They're just waking her up now. All scans are done. We're just gonna wait probably about an hour for the bridges to be printed and colored, and that's it.
Perfect. Awesome.
This is a huge success. The bridges fit great. Then she's waking up from the anesthesia. Getting out of it, you're a little groggy, a little tired. Just kind of got to be there with them. Just take care of them.
We're just bringing in everybody else who's been working on you all day today, too. Mom had a big day. She hasn't seen yet. She can't feel a lot. And it's hard for her to smile all the way, too.
I feel still out of it.
That's all right. Well, we have that effect on people. We did that on purpose. Yeah. But it looks beautiful. We're gonna show you. We'll show you again tomorrow because you might not remember it today.
Do you want it? Or do you want me to?
You can hold it.
Okay.
Yeah, Julie's gonna show you.
Okay.
You can see. You can go ahead and open just a little bit.
Yeah.
Dramatically.
No, it looks great.
You know, when the girls say so and they mean it, right? They wouldn't lie. We're all still friends? Okay.
Get me out of here. I just want to go home. Just home and sleep. I have your dentures. Do you want to throw them out? Just bye. So long, dentures.
Peace out. No more.
Peace out.
It's been 2 weeks since my surgery with Dr. Tubo, and just came back today for the look over and make sure everything's healing well.
There comes that moment where one of these mornings you wake up and you realize, oh, I didn't even think about my teeth today, or it's just, it feels like a part of me again.
Yeah,
And,
because brushing even is still weird.
I know.
It's a whole different ball game when I smile now and look, and I'm like, the new smile absolutely has taken a weight off my shoulders. With the DI in our family, there's certainly a lot more hope and just peace about, okay, I don't have to worry about this for a while now.
It's nice to take a patient that's been in dentures for so long and give them permanent teeth again. It's beautiful to see the difference you actually make in a patient's life.
What does your torque feel like on there? You feel like that's going to spin.
Yes.
Is it damaged? In David's case, this is what we call in surgery a blind shot. We can't actually see the target. You feel spinny?
I was big time nervous. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was thinking that the wheels might roll off the wagon.
Almost magically, in the last maybe 2 or 3 millimeters, we start to feel the tightness of that implant actually engage, and that's where we all breathe that sigh of relief and we say, okay, we got that target. Dude, you're nailing them. It was a perfect bullseye. Wow. Steve just needs a life coach in the room saying, like, you can do it. Give it another try. I'm not the only one that moves my whole body.
The whole thing. The whole thing.
Sometimes your head too. Yeah.
Because you're trying to look around the corner like that's gonna work.
A Maryland bridge is a really minimally invasive way to replace a missing tooth. So instead of drilling away healthy tooth structure, instead you ultimately create a fake tooth with 2 little wings on it, and ultimately that fake tooth is gonna hug onto its buddy. And that's a wonderful way to replace teeth without having to cut, basically.
That's it?
That's it.
You want to do one more?
That's it.
All right, you ready? Let's stitch it up. How you feeling?
Good.
Suck through the whole thing. Are you ready?
You ready to take a look?
Yeah.
This is the results of everyone's work, everyone's part, how that's all come together. We're excited, but also holding our breath a little bit. We hope David likes what we've made for him.
Go.
Oh, wow. You really did it. Yeah, I trust you. Do what you do best.
Well, on someone like you, you make it easy.
Exemplary client of the day.
Absolutely.
This is what they do. They make dreams come through. The magic hands. Cheese. My mouth is feeling like it's back. I think the last time I really had a full smile was probably when I was about 12. And it hurts to smile. I smile so much. It really does. It's like, wow. Like, pinch me. I still can't believe it's happening.
I'm really happy for you.
Yeah,
you look
me
really,
too.
really good.
Yeah.
I'm like, look at you. You're trying to run away and not do it.
Yeah, well, thank you for calling me back.
You're welcome.
This is probably the first time that in many, 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 many years that I've actually walked into a medical office and it wasn't bad news. Whew, yeah. It wasn't bad news. This is well beyond my imagination. I'm just so grateful. I really am.
We love taking care of people like David, and it's truly our mission in life, and it's so rewarding to watch someone like him finally feel whole again.
This is why we do what we do, and we want to send you home with the smile that you've always dreamed of.
When I was 15 years old, I ended up getting hit by a truck. For over 20 years, my teeth have been torture for me.
It's important to try to look my best. You have to agree that you're going to give me an insane smile, not looking too fake. They're really white. Oh my God. I think I like my old teeth better.
This is a fix first.
We're trying in Allison's new upper bridge. It's not just dropping in. Something seems to be in the way. Something seems to be slightly off.
Maybe this nightmare is never going to be over.